Hi, it's Joy, and today we're watching Criminal Minds, Season 17, Episode 2, Contagion. And I do think if you work with the lies Voight for too much, you might catch a contagion. That doesn't make sense. It made sense in my head before I started speaking. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go.
What do you want? You know where you are.
Gold Star was supposedly finished. Registered as an unrelated killer. Criminal Minds.
Our former paramours used to be up in our business are currently all up in our business. How are you managing?
What?
I mean, Penelope, my love, she had a much more serious relationship than you did.
People will break up. Like, well, and now it's illegal.
I'll make sure we stay on the right side of this. A lead's a lead.
Please stay legal. I don't want you doing extra legal
Be
stuff.
prepared for the answer to be no.
Cause of death is a 9mm to the chest.
Also part of Gold Star's MO.
Did he leave
Interesting.
behind an engraved bullet?
We can stop Gold Star in Utah. Maybe we can keep Voight in prison.
This isn't Gold Star. It's weirdly similar though. I could almost see Voight having some kind of contact with someone, though maybe he doesn't get contact. I don't know what his prison terms are, and using his contact to somehow emulate the Gold Star crimes to distract the BAU.
Of course, the boys want breakfast for dinner. They always do.
So easily under his skin.
And B, no wife talks to her husband like that. Not after kids.
Sorry, your marriage wasn't happy. Uh-huh.
Abstaining me and myself for every single light of day again.
Whoa, that hurts my feelings.
Well,
That you think I care enough about you to betray my oath.
you could bring my family to me. I would like to talk to them.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, then there's nothing you can do.
He exerts his power as much as he can, even from behind bars. We can't give him his family.
I got Sydney to open one of your letters. After you cooperate.
See that file?
A step. Because opening the letter doesn't mean you read it. Okay, I open the envelope. You can have it back now.
Get Voight to admit to that. We have tied him to the bodies in those shipping containers.
Right, Voight's deal is only for federal prosecution. The local.
I don't think he's going to slip up easily. It's going to take a lot of work to get him to.
I made it catch Gold Star in Utah. I hate even thinking about us talking to Voight.
Yeah, me too.
You only hate it because you and I both know the truth.
You have to tell someone because it's
That's
not
Gold Star.
normal to hallucinate
Technology is off,
somebody in your
sensors off,
head.
everyone's off.
Rossi, this isn't normal and you have to tell someone. I have to believe he either is genuinely suffering a psychic break and that's going to be a plotline, or he's just like hearing Voight's voice in his head and we're seeing it as a person, because people don't hallucinate all the time in real life. Unless I'm wrong about that.
The night the Leos were killed, they surrendered their son to a detox/rehab school in Sundance Valley for opiate abuse. Maybe that's a trigger for Gold Star.
That kid, Jesus Christ.
To be honest, I'm still
Gonna
stuck on
spiral into the addiction.
We can't silo our thinking.
I know you, Emily, you
Fair
want
enough.
it to be Gold Star so badly, but we have to
I'll tell you
consider
what.
all alternatives.
Please tell me that's not perfume.
That's not our deodorant.
It's gonna be a fun night.
You don't know anything. Tap dancing since the day we arrested you.
So good at getting under his skin.
Well, then prove it.
Question is he wise up to it quickly enough?
Is that the one with the tongue?
He severed the lingual artery.
I
Where did he learn that?
don't think he's gonna slip up this
What's a
quickly.
lingual artery.
He knows. You're gonna have to be like, this is a long game. Our attempts,
It's a very precise place to cut someone.
our place to get him to do this, it's gonna take
Something you teach an assassin.
not a place. Our assessment that we're doing, our attempt. My God, my brain literally just thought of place. I can't think of the real word now. This mission of trying to get Voight to slip up, it's not gonna happen the first time. I think he's too controlled for that. You need to get him riled up and angry.
That's all for today.
Because he's learning about what we're planning as much as we're learning from him.
What tough love is.
And I've never seen anyone kill their parents over that.
We have.
Yeah.
But it was a really bad one of those places where they kicked the shit out of the kids. They had to close it down.
Philip, this is
So,
very important.
that is probably whoever
Can you
it's
think
one of
of
his
the name
victims from that
of the
place.
program where your dad...
They're on sub. We're not sure it's him.
I am.
Emily,
Detective
just because
Assembly,
you
your
want it to
officers,
be.
We are ready to deliver the profile.
No, we're not. We're not.
You need to consider both angles.
I get it. You don't want me here. Jesus, you don't have to be such a...
Bitch about it?
Such a what?
Rebecca.
Nothing. No. Please.
But you
continue.
are professionals.
Christine, one word we said we...
I know why.
Tyler, would you like to know?
I really don't.
I made mistakes. Did you ever think that maybe if he came clean from the beginning, he'd still be alive?
Fuck.
Every day.
You have a conscience, that's good. I'm giving her credit that she helped us in the previous episode, but she still put following orders in her career ahead of people's lives.
And when he takes the strike force out, it awakens something in him. He becomes an injustice collector.
Where's the
and
national
he goes
security
back
threat?
To where it all started. Rely on Voight to do that job.
I know.
Treat him like he's one of us, like he has value.
Just because
Fuck
you
that
want
noise.
it to be
That's
him.
not profiling. That's confirmation bias.
Mhm.
You know how I know? Because I have it too.
He shot one of our own in the face like it was nothing.
I know, and that's why I'm seeing,
And he's
well,
killed.
let's just say some weird shit. And when that happens, I have to dig down and see what's there, and not see what I
He did
wanna
also
see.
kill
And
hundreds of
Emily,
innocent people.
I don't see Gold Star here.
Me neither. It could be how Gold Star started, but I still think it probably
where
could be a
is he?
disgruntled kid from that reform school that was abused.
So,
Tyler could be up to
since we had a
something.
sec, I thought maybe we could. So, sometimes in my job, it's better not to know.
Is that a job worth having? What's Tyler up to? Something illegal, yep. Fingerprints everywhere.
Sorry to waste your time, guys.
They're like, oh, it wasn't time wasted.
Wait, stop.
JJ, go
Tyler,
ahead.
what's he gonna do with
So
this
you're saying
information?
Voight and Gold's is not getting better.
Talk to someone about this, Rossi.
The world's best hacker to make sense of it.
Well, we might have somebody like that.
All right, Cat and Cougar.
Geography. Does Aiden Keller's GPS overlap with the Strike Force murders?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go through multiple jurisdictions. Can I hit you back?
Okay, hurry. Let's go.
You're gonna stop him regardless, but
That'll give him a false sense of superiority.
Actually, I know my team is smarter than me. I also know they're smarter than you, because you don't want to play games. It's fine by me. I don't want to play games either.
he was playing it his own way.
First true thing you... We weren't assigned. We stumbled into it, thanks to you.
Yeah, which only proves my point. You are out of your depth.
Mhm.
Because it's all wrong. And it's gonna get people killed.
Why is it all wrong? Tell him more, evil serial killing man.
And tell a big lie. So big that some people don't know it's a lie.
Trump.
You know, I thought
He's a conspiracy theorist.
It's Gold Star like QAnon.
Team after all. Groomed by his abusive upbringing and indoctrinated by his training to believe this lie.
Know what they did?
We do. We do, Aiden. And that's why we need you to tell us about Gold Star. Can
Fuck.
you do that? Can you tell us about Gold Star?
I'll show you.
Dave!
So if she'd approached,
Oh God!
if they'd approached that differently, if Emily had said, like, why don't you tell us, that's why we need you to tell us about what happened here, tell us about what you've been through, and we can help bring them to justice, he might have actually listened. But because she went down the Gold Star path, he was like, hell no, I'm a loyal Gold Starist. I don't know, like, are we claiming here that Gold Star isn't necessarily doing the killings, but he's like QAnoning the killings?
Is she alright? I saw what I wanted to see.
It was very similar, but you
That was
did.
mean. Come closer, I'll whisper to you.
Rather you than me.
Figure out what you're missing with Gold Star.
That's not true.
There's only one way to find out. You're gonna have to do your own research. That'd be fun.
It's not true, son of a bitch! No, that's not true!
And that's another person that from the BAU that's no longer allowed near him. Because he got under your skin instead of us getting under his. Though, hopefully, him, like, the more of the BAU he takes down as his adversaries, the more cocky he'll get, and hopefully that's when he'll slip up.
You're gonna have to talk to you.
What did he say? I strained to hear, but...
Who's infected now?
Jesus. Like, as long as he thinks he's winning, we can pull one over on him. Is if he needs to think he's so on top that we can sneak in under the wire before he is aware of it. Okay, so I didn't think this case was going to be Gold Star. I was wondering if it could be like Gold Star was influencing the person, similarly to how he had influenced people. But this idea of Gold Star is a conspiracy theory, or Gold Star is spreading a conspiracy theory which is helping people kill. I'm not as smart as the BAU. I don't quite get it. Like, I think I get what he was saying, but then I'm also like, have I completely misunderstood what he's saying? Like, is he even implying that Gold Star doesn't necessarily have to do the killings himself? He can just conspiracy theory it? Like, we've seen that. I mean, I feel like this is very much the QAnon series, but like, kind of on the internet they say, oh, people are doing these bad things, you've got to go get them, and then you get January the 6th happening. Like, that kind of ideal where like it's this slow and steady corruption of lots of different people who might be induced to kill people because they've been told they're evil rather than because they believe it. Gold Star doesn't necessarily have to do it themselves, or even if they catch Gold Star, they might not even stop Gold Star because the conspiracy's still out there. Is that what he was yammering on about? Because he was yammering. What did he say to Luke? I was straining and trying to hear, but I don't think, I would have gone back and like turned the volume way up and put subtitles on, but I'm assuming we also were not supposed to hear what he said. So if we were meant to be able to hear what he said and I was just dumb, tell me. But obviously I will find out at some point what he said. And it got under Luke's skin, because that wasn't just him playing along, because he will now have his lawyer filing a petition. Agent Alvarez got violent with my client and therefore I do not think it's suitable for him to come near. Like, we're ticking through them, right? Unless he enjoys the fact that he riled Luke, so maybe he would be okay with Luke coming back. But what he said to him, it was personal, and it got under his skin. Like, that's the key here, because I don't know if he just said, Trump actually won the election, or the vaccines are gonna kill you. He would be like, okay, yeah, what the fuck? Sure, mate. But if he said, your sister's death was actually a government cover-up, I still don't know that I'd believe Voight, but you'd be like, well, why do you even know about that? So I presume it is something personal. I'm intrigued to see what it is. And I hope we find out in the next episode what he said to him. But he is whittling through the BAU members who are allowed to speak to him. But one good thing with Voight being on top, with Voight winning, is he is getting cockier and cockier. And while he is brilliant and a mastermind, and like I never thought it was going to be as easy as in his first conversation he was going to slip up, the more time they spend with him, the more he will slip up. The more he will ultimately become so sure of himself that he will say one wrong thing, and every conversation is recorded, so all it takes is one wrong thing to be said and that's it. So hopefully we will ultimately get him, but he's just a masterful performance at Guilford, masterful performance freaking Voight. It's very chilling to watch. The case itself was quite sad, a very troubled young man. I mean, with the whole conspiracy theory and people will believe what they want to believe, it's almost like, did it happen? Because the boy even said, like, I even almost believed it hadn't happened, but now I know it did. So it's almost like, did it not really happen, but someone then convinced him that it did? Or it did happen, and killing people is not the answer. Just trying to expose them and get them to face like the criminal justice system is the answer. But very intriguing, and I feel like the receptionist probably didn't know. Like, I doubt she was doing much in that other building, but a very intriguing case. And is it connected in any way to Gold Star? So what I'm really looking forward to is in the next episode, the team discussing what Voight had to say about conspiracy theories and Gold Star, and to see what their take on it is, and to see where we can go from there. It was obviously interesting as well to see Emily kind of lose herself to this one-track mind of this has to be Gold Star because I have to catch him right now, whereas it obviously wasn't. And maybe if instead of saying to the young man, the murderous man, that like, oh, you know, we believe you and that's why we need to talk to you about Gold Star, if she said, and that's why we need to talk to you about what you endured, about what was done to you here, he might have actually dropped the knife and been like, yeah, I'll talk about that, you know, because he wants to get justice done. Whereas bringing up Gold Star was either he was like, what the fuck is this woman on about, or he was like, no, Gold Star showed me the truth, Gold Star showed me the right way, therefore I must support them. So definitely shining a very interesting light on how even our heroes can be one-track minded in this case. Rossi needs to tell someone that he keeps seeing Voight. Like, is it a common mental health thing that you just see hallucinations? Like, I thought that was a pretty severe mental health issue. But he's just seeing Voight everywhere he goes. He needs to bring that up. He shouldn't really be out in the field, because one of these hallucinations could make, like, he's already speaking out loud to Voight. He could do something and get an innocent person hurt in the process because of it. I don't really care about Tara and Rebecca. Like, I want Tara to be happy. Rebecca isn't quite as bad as she could be, but I just don't really care either way. And Tyler is doing his illegal shit. He has information. He saw the passports. Is that man Gold Star? I guess he's gonna do some more behind the scenes investigating and then turn up like, hey, so I had this information through one of my sources or something, but we will see. Another very good episode. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.